I cannot be hurt. It would not.
Welcome to my channel where I peacefully fuck up your illusion. Where the truth only hurts when you live a lie. I was talking to my friend about this movie and I thought I'd bring it to the forefront. A lot of people look at that movie and be like, Martin was low and dirty. He was fucked up and everything else. But hear me out for a moment. What if I told you that it was her fault? Now I know some people like it's always the woman's fault. That's not what I'm getting at. What I am saying is if you remember the movie, she wasn't mentally all together. And on top of all that, she was still hurt from her previous relationship. In the midst of everything else, she was in no position to get ready to start dating. Because before you get into a new relationship, you got to make sure you are healed from your past. And she clearly wasn't. Does it take away from Martin's character being a fuck boy, doing all this extra shit, playing and all this other shit? Absolutely not. But one of the biggest part of healing is taking accountability for the people that we choose in our lives and not jumping into a relationship when we're clearly not ready. And she was not ready to date. I mean, he was trying to really put it in on her, trying to kiss her, trying to do all of these things. If you look at the character, she should have seen all the red flags. There were many signs and many red flags that this character, Lance Whitfield character, saw and seen, but she ignored all of them and dated anyway. In an unhealthy way, we claim to be healed is when we say we don't have no hate left in our heart. That's what we do after a breakup to try to let on the illusion that we're over it when we're really not. Here is the cold-hearted truth about that. Stay with me on this one. If hate don't exist in your heart, then love doesn't either. They're really one and the same. They're just I'll explain it to you. Hot don't exist without cold. Good don't exist without evil. Wrong don't exist without right. So there's always something. It's an exact opposite. And in the midst of the situation, when you're getting over a breakup, don't lie and say you don't have hate in your heart. That is absolutely untrue. You do hate. Only problem is you gotta switch what you hate. Because when somebody do something, we bring our hate towards that person. But instead of hating that person, let's take our hate off the person and let's just hate the actions. And since you're doing this action, I can't deal with you no more. So I love you enough to set you free. It's actually okay to hate certain things. It's okay to hate crimes. It's okay to hate greed and anger and bitterness and low vibrational things and negative things. It's okay to hate those things. What I'm saying is switch up what you hate. Don't hate nobody, hate what they do. Then some people say, well, I have a big heart. What the hell does that supposed to mean? You can have a big, ugly heart. Big don't mean good. I'd rather have a small heart full of love than a big heart full of hate. Hating someone for the color of their skin or hating someone for what they choose to practice in their lives, that takes a big, hateful heart. Back to the movie. A lot of y'all look at this movie and be like, yes, it's not even her fault. It's his fault. A lot of things is his fault. He played, when you play with fire, you get burned. At the end of the day, I choose to tell people all the time, if you really want to heal, you must take accountability. Take accountability for the people that you choose in your life. You don't have control in your life, then you're gonna go everywhere. Use the analogy of the car. If your hand get off the wheel, we're going everywhere. And saying your life is miserable because of somebody else only screams that you don't have control of your life. Even if you have no choice but to deal with them, you must understand you have a role in my life, but you don't play the lead character. It's a thin line between love and hate. A lot of us like being lied to. Most of us get in relationships to distract ourselves from the things that we're running from. So we're looking for an illusion. What's crazy is we get into a relationship, we know that nobody is no good for us. We already create an illusion in our mind that these people gonna be faithful when deep down we know what they are. What don't make sense to me is if you're gonna create an illusion in your mind that these people are gonna be something that they're not, my thing is if you created all of this, why would you go look for the very thing to break your illusion that you made for yourself in the first place? If you gonna lie to yourself to be with somebody else, why go look for it? The reason why is because a lot of people look for the damn turmoil, look for the highs and the lows. Some people don't think their life is normal without the emotional roller coaster because that's all they've experienced. So they purposely lie to themselves to be with somebody they're not supposed to be with, live in la la land just to go find shit and break the illusion. You didn't have to be with this person to begin with. You could have just healed first, become what you want to attract, become love, attract love, and have the right type of love in your life. People say shit like, this person sold me a fantasy. You have to accept the fantasy that they sold you. This person sold me a dream. You have to buy the dream for it to be sold. Life is a cycle between boredom and anxiety. Even in the mix of not being able to get over your ex, a lot of y'all are just bored. Even in the midst of your ex trying to play psychological mind games to get you to chase them, they're bored. Guess what happened to a person that get bored? They unconsciously manifest shit to give them anxiety. All of this stems from self-hate, because if you love yourself, you will understand that I can't go around nobody else because I need to heal first before getting into a relationship. Because in order to make myself better for somebody else, I need to make myself better for myself first. For those who need it.